Rico, rico, rico.
Rico, rico, rico.
Eso. Si dice rico 3 veces es porque sí estuvo rico, ¿eh?
Someone's getting secondary checked. That's what you get for bringing narcotics. You know how the airports have like all the fancy stores, like like these? I've always wondered that. It's like, oh, I'm at the airport. Let me buy a $10,000 watch. Maybe if you press it one more time, it'll come faster.
What is this?
Time doesn't exist in the airport, remember?
Phoebe, but it's so early.
It's past 12.
Board all Canadian commercial aircraft.
You know when someone doesn't take the third seat, it's like poor man's first class. You don't want to stand up right away after the plane lands.
That is for nacos.
So we made it to Guadalajara, first things first. And they gave me this to try. What is this?
Pata de puerco, like the pork's feet.
Pork feet?
Yeah.
I mean, it's in some Asian food, but not like this. Doesn't really taste like anything.
Do you want to put lime or something?
Are you supposed to?
My mom did.
Lime. No, it's because I only taste the hot sauce and lime now. And what do I have?
Plato mexicano. Es enchilada, flauta y un sope.
If you don't like Mexican food, I don't know what to tell you. What's not to like? It's a Saturday night and people are just dancing together in the city square. That's one of the reasons why I love this place so much.
I really like that couple.
Which one?
The one with the blue dress, the girl with the blue dress.
Oh yeah, that's so cute.
Yeah.
I feel like half of this entire video is just gonna be video of us eating.
What else? You can do Mexico.
It's your city. I mean, I'm not complaining.
Look, that's the Simi. That's the thing, the dance.
Remember, Travis Barker did a collab with him.
What?
Yeah, you didn't see that ad with Travis Barker and the Simi guy?
No. Oh my god, that's so funny.
Your mom always asks if I want to drive here, and I'm like, no, not a chance.
At some point you have to drive, babe.
I don't.
What happened if I just get like a heart attack?
Take an Uber.
You made me drive in Vancouver.
You've lived in Vancouver for like 10 years. chairs. What's not to like? Anthony Bourdain taught me that. He said some of the best food he's had in his life was just sitting on the sidewalk in Vietnam or something.
This is the way so many of the great meals of my life have been enjoyed. Sitting in the street, eating something out of a bowl that I'm not exactly sure what it is. Scooters going by.
You see, when you're that small, you can get kid-sized stuff. Whoop. I'm gonna wear this to the festival. Look, I have a... so it doesn't fall off my head.
A ver, rock.
Huh?
Rock. You're gonna hit me. Look, this one, like for pescar. Stop it.
How do I eat this? Just spoon it?
Yes. Is that good?
Oh, that sauce is good.
I told you.
Are we gonna be on TV?
Probably.
Limpias, algo muy rico. Ahorita están, dicen por aquí, están en el jacuzzi, miren, están saludando. Mira, vean, hay una ahí. Ahí les va la entrevista, ¿eh? Ya vine de este lado. Amigos, ¿cómo estamos? ¿Cómo andamos? ¿Y qué tal? La neta, la neta.
Cada vez que vengo a México es parada.
¿De dónde vienen?
De Canadá.
¿De Canadá?
Sí.
¿Y qué tal el desayuno?
Sí, muy rico.
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 Rico, rico.
Rico.
Rico, rico, rico.
Rico, rico, rico.
Eso. Si dice rico 3 veces es porque sí estuvo rico, ¿eh? Ya está, bueno, déjame pasar.
Sí, I say like this, I say hi. I'm famous.
So we were on TV in, what was that station called? Azteca?
TV Azteca.
TV Azteca.
TV Azteca.
That's what I said.
No.
That was so random.
I know.
Because we were just eating at some food stall.
With one of my friends that we always see there when I come here. And then we saw this camera guy coming and I was like, oh, we're gonna be in TV. No, we see them sitting down. And
They were eating first, right?
No, they were eating after.
Oh,
I think they
right.
were like almost thinking to eat because they were sitting, and then my friend was like, oh, those guys that work at the TV show, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then they started to like filming the girl, say like,
They were filming the owner and the kitchen staff, and we were in the background, and we're just like, and they just put us on the spot. They're just like, what'd you have? How was the food? And I'm like,
I know.
good.
They don't even say, hey, like, are you okay, or like, are you ready? Just ask, say about the food, you know? They were like, hey, how was everything? And I'm like, good.
Yeah, they didn't even ask if we wanted to be on. They just came and put us on camera.
I know. Well, maybe because we say like this.
Yeah, maybe they saw us being like idiots, and they're just like, oh, these guys won't have a problem with it.
If I look stupid, don't send it.
Yeah, then you should definitely send it. Entre Dijes, right?
I freaking love this store. It's one of my favorites.
She's gonna go get another hole poked into her body. Into her ear.
Es un pendejo. Y aparte, ¿dónde los tenías?
Ajá, exacto. Ah, y por disfrazarte y likes, dices. Bueno,
Pues sí, teóricamente gratis.
total de que dijo la dueña, pero tienen que disfrazarse todos. Y no, afortunadamente sí, pero sí me tardaron.
I think it's gonna be spicy. It's max spicy.
Mexican Max Spicy. How is it?
Nadie le habla, pues. Solo hasta donde le necesitemos y ya.
Wait.
It's that one. Full chilies.
Is that really spicy?
Comido.
¿Está picoso o no?
Feels good. You want to try the sauce?
I already did.
Did you get spiced?
Yes.
I'm getting spiced.
I told you, this is Mexican spice.
Phil's character.
Let's get it, Benito.
¿Le brincó?
Ya está picoso.
No, no quieren probar.
No. Es un reto, Felipe. Te lo tienes que acabar.
Are you ready to rock out?
Hopefully they sing that. That's
This
the only
song?
One, yeah, because that's the only one I know.
You know more than just this song. There's traffic. Oh, you have like a pop can lid. She got another one for the road.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with these drinks. They're
Another-
really good.
Another matcha. You're buying into the matcha hype.
I love the matcha. Holy, this is so big.
I know. What do we have now? We have corn in a cup. Esquites.
Es un elote en vaso. I love it.
Mexico City calls it esquites.
Yeah, but where you are? In Guadalajara. This is my favorite, one of my favorite things in Mexico, los elotes. I love elotitos.
We can have them in Monterrey too. Actually, we can see what they're called in Monterrey. What if they call them esquites too?
No, I think people from Monterrey are normal.
It's 7 a.m. on the way to the airport from Guadalajara to Monterrey. Do I look sleepy? I think I always look sleepy.
Your eyes look closed.
So do yours. It's airport time. Doesn't count. It's a breakfast drink, right?
Yes.
Hmm?
For you? My breakfast. Apple juice, molletes.
We made it to Monterrey. So we got to the hotel an hour early and we have to kill an hour. There's so many malls around, but it's so hot and I think it's like they look close, but they're not close.
It's kind of like Vegas.
It's kind of like Vegas where it looks like it's across the street, but it's like a half an hour walk.
You know what?
What?
In this trip, it's only food and food and food and food and food.
That's what I said in the other video. I was like, all the footage is just gonna be us eating. What, you wanna show them?
That's my taquito. Where is my taquito?
Room check. Hospital?
Yeah.
Okay, just in case.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. Look at all those colored houses there.
Whoa.
You didn't even notice that, right?
Nope.
That place looks so cool.
I know.
So you got our coffee. Now we're gonna check out the warning wall, the mural. It's just like in some random parking lot here.
You know, this is the loteria one.
Yeah.
Which is your favorite?
Shh, I'm trying to do a B. I'm
Right,
trying to do a
left,
B
or
roll.
in the middle? I think it's in the middle. If you move your cabezota, yes.
I don't don't have a cabezota.
You have a cabezota. Even your mom said that in our wedding. This is a gorrota. This is like a freaking huge gorrota, Filberto.
I think they actually filmed like their latest music video there.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, and actually, or part of it was filmed there, I'm pretty sure. I think the scene where like Danny's smashing the car is filmed there. So Lucky Tattoos right there. That's where the Warning filmed the kerosene video. I'm gonna keep panning so those guys don't think I'm taking a video of them. Look at her giant tub of corn. Look, we have the essentials.
At least we have water. This is cantarito and chips.
That's all you need for a good week in Monterrey.
Well, that's what I love about Mexico. Like you can buy
You can
anything.
get anything, anywhere.
Alcohol, ice cream, milk.
But I think that's everywhere, though. It's only in Canada where you have to go to liquor stores to get any alcohol. So we're walking to get tacos, and you sure you don't want to just play Frogger?
Wait, what? No, there is no fucking way. Maybe I could survive, but you know, you're
I could survive.
too Canadian. Every time I had to cross the street, I had to tell you, baby, come on, rápido. Because you are like,
Oh, the Cupra?
Sí.
Cupras?
Uh-huh.
I like these cars.
I know they're cute. I didn't know
'Cause
they
we
were
don't-
from the set.
Yeah, we don't have them in Canada. We don't have seat either.
Oh no?
No.
Oh.
Cupra. We have to cross this bridge to get to the tacos. Fine, nothing bad's happening.
Baby, this is not Canada. Oh, this looks like the Japanese thing.
What?
Japanese.
Oh, with all like the posts and stuff?
See,
Oh yeah, kind of.
it's the same one. We're in Japan.
I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just putting a bit of everything. Good morning, Monterrey. 7 a.m. I'm gonna go for a quick run. Mrs. Zero's still sleeping. But she's blessed with genetics and metabolism, and I am not. I think they're bored of these toys. They have everyone coming to play with them every day. So we're about to go for dinner with a couple of my lovely subscribers. It sounds really weird saying that. So I brought them a bunch of gifts. I think they said they have a kid. So I threw in like, I don't know, shirts and hats. Where's the hats? Hats. And of course, maple syrup, because I had to. They messaged me on Instagram and asked if we want to go for dinner, and you know, when people ask you on the internet if you want to meet in person, you always say yes. You like the bag?
Yes.
Eres una gran persona. Okay, we ready? Oh,
Yes.
Do I have my...
I love my pants.
This is not an outfit of the day video.
I don't care.
Do I have the key?
My lipstick shiny. I love everything shiny.
I'm shiny too. Salud. So I got a friend from Lucia.
¡Wow! No manches, qué perro está.
Razón punk. Oh, that's so cool. You said this is from like a local artist, right? Yeah. Oh, right here. Oh, thank you. This is so
¿Quién
cool.
salió en el video? Gracias.
So that was fun. They were so nice.
I know, I love
Yeah.
them. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Lucia. We'll see you tomorrow.
What did you say?
Lucia.
Lucia. You said Lucia with your accent.
That's. I literally said the same thing.
You didn't. You have to say Lucia.
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 Oh, it's Lucia, isn't it?
Yeah,
Or is it-
Lucia.
That's what I just. That's literally what I said.
No, he didn't.
And the food at
Oh my God.
Nacional
That was
so
so
friggin' good. Holy smoke.
The steak was good. My
Your
lychee martini?
Lychee martini. Everything there was
That was
good.
really good. Thank you so much. Thank
Yeah.
you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
There's a lot of celebrities around too. Well, we
Well,
saw.
is that kind of celebrity who's influencer?
I don't know. Well, she has like 2 million followers or whatever, so I think that kind of counts. We saw some influencer. I don't know who she is. Who is it? The guy at the mall. Does he count? No?
It's another Mexican guy. Well, his dad is really, really, really famous. His dad is Eugenio Derbez, and his son is
You don't even know his name, so I guess he doesn't
Badir. Yeah. I'm sorry, the room is a mess. I make always a mess because I can't find anything, so I have to drop everything on the floor. I don't care.
Watch me come, boy, hold my drowning. les queríamos dar algo especial. Entonces, por primera vez en vivo, esto es Ego. Puedo cambiar lo que decides, estoy a lo que me alcance. Eso es que me importa, pero digo, a mí no me sobra como a ti. Desde aquí seguimos, pero yo me fui a poner de guitarra. Norte, yo creo que ahorita nos estoy viendo un momentito, yo creo que verdaderamente plasmar esta imagen a nuestra memoria. ¡Wow! Es tan bonito tocar en casa y tan bonito aparte tocar en un festival tan increíble como este. Muchas gracias, Norte, por traernos de regreso a este escenario que tanto queremos. ¡No queremos que se acabe el show! Ahora sí,
Okay, I'm ready.
I love Naivia.
That's okay, you can talk.
We know one secret.
You can't say
No, I
that.
can't.
We're on our way to day 2. Well, it's actually day 3. It's our day 2 because we didn't go to the first one. We didn't go to Friday. It's the second day and we're already about to throw in the towel.
I already took my Advil for today.
I would have never guessed that Tecate Light is the main beer here.
Yeah.
In the States, it's Bud Light, I think. Everyone seems to drink Bud Light there. But in Canada, it's like we have the light versions, like Coors Light, but no one orders it. Everyone gets like the regular Coors or the regular
But
Budweiser.
the regular Coors is already pretty light. Like
Yeah.
the regular Coors is very similar to Tecate Light.
Oh, we're here already. That's so cool how the mountains are so close.
I know, you can see all the way to the back too. Well, no anymore.
To the back? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
back there.
All the mountains. Yeah.
Yeah, we thought we were close to the mountains in Vancouver, but the mountains here are like right next to you.
We call that the M, la M.
Oh, the M. Whoa.
People hike up to the top of the little that you see in the first.
Yeah.
How long does it take them to hike that?
We've never done it. We're not adventurous
Yeah.
like that. We know
Oh.
people who have.
Oh, it's only 4 hours? I would have thought it was way more.
Well, you can drive up to like half of the mountain.
Oh, okay.
Like, he has an uncle that lives like, can you see like a white spot there? I think so, in the middle. Yeah, there's houses there. So you can drive up to there and hike the rest.
Okay, 4 hours, that's a lot.
Yeah.
There's so much food. wanted to go on the Ferris wheel, but they said we had to finish our drinks, so we're gonna turbo drink.
Yeah, well, and then we are gonna walk to have like free stuff in the Pollo Loco and the Pollo Loco and Saba.
Do they give you free stuff there?
Hopefully. Hopefully they give me like a piece of chicken.
You got your free stuff? What'd you get?
Towels.
Let's see.
Oh. What is the name? I called it Colita.
You got pads?
I called it Colita stuff.
sencilla. Ay, qué suerte, que sencilla. Ay, qué sencilla. Ay, qué sencilla. Es la verdad, porque somos así. Nos suspira la moda que nos gusta presumir. Que no fuera, que digas tú de mí. De donde se viene San Francisco de París. Hemos venido a bailar, a reír y disfrutar. Después de tanto y tanto trabajar, a veces las mujeres necesitan una poquita. Mucho montaje, de los de antes, por eso yo me muevo sin mucho arte. Y si algo no se me corre por delante, me va un rato y unas botitas de Chanel número 4, que es más barato, que qué me importa lo que hago. Antes muerte que sencilla, ay que sencilla, ay que sencilla. Me envolvió en tus brazos, me rendí sin pensar, comprendí en tus labios, me reí, me encontré, no lo sé, lo que sé es que este amor entre tú y yo es feliz. Oh, oh, llamando a las estrellas con pintura.
We're going. So a bunch of you guys said HEB is a big deal here.
Yes, we want to try it.
I don't know. I looked online. It just looked like a supermarket. Okay, time to see what this is all about.
What are you saying in your videos?
Huh? Let's get it.
Let's get it.
So it's like a fancy Walmart.
Yeah.
I don't think people are gonna like that I called it that. Whoa.
It's de yaca, no de yuca. De yaca.
I'm touching it like I know what I'm doing. There's so many options.
I know.
We can bring these back, right?
Yep.
Or do you think they get like weird over the nuts and stuff?
Mira salsa matcha. Wait, this is I think the one my parents gave us.
If I'm gonna try the brand, I gotta get the house brand one, right? Yeah, I think that's all.
Okay, because there are so many. Ah, gracias.
He showed me that this one's made here.
No, yeah.
If the HEB guy says it's good, then it has to be good, right? You take your own glass and you fill it with, what is this?
Bottom glass
Fresh made nut
No,
butters.
preparado. Ah, ok. Y que es poquito sweet. Ahí está bien.
Whoa. Self-serve olive oil bar. Okay, do you get the hype now?
Okay, these are like a really good stuff.
I mean, I would shop here if I lived here.
I don't know if I will shop here. Depends if it's close, yes. I don't like to drive. Because this like traffic is pretty much like Guadalajara traffic, so.
It's just that they have so many cool things and they have so many options. I've never heard about a grocery store having such a big fan base.
Me neither.
What is HEB? It's a grocery store. Why is it so popular? What's that? It's the best grocery store.
I gotta tell you, San Antonio, I've been all around the world. I have never seen this level of enthusiasm for a grocery store. What?
What do you have tortillas on the bed?
Because we don't turn the camera, boo.
Is this a thing? Like peeling them and then just stacking them up again?
I think it's a thing. I don't know. At least in my house we do it. Well, at my house we do it because my mom froze them. So tuna gets soggy and then after you freeze them, like still like good just to like just anyone. So for that reason you have to like separate because they get soggy and then it's like hard. You see they're stuck. So look, it's stuck. It's a perfect example.
Yeah, but you're gonna freeze it again. Isn't it gonna clump together again?
No, because they're already like separate.
Can any other Mexicans confirm this is a thing? Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the video. That was such a fun trip.
I was really good. I really like it.
Do you want him to go on your lap?
Yeah, I just need like a... Yeah, because he's here and I feel bad.
You want to go to mommy?
Ven, papi.
Our dog wants to be in the video. So what'd you think of Monterrey? Monterrey.
Thank you. Good job.
The T, Monterrey.
It's not a T, it's a R.
Oh, I can't do it. I can't roll the R's.
Yeah, Monterrey. I really like it. It's similar to Guadalajara in some parts. I was like, whoa, this is like Guadalajara. The food, I really love the carnes.
Oh yeah.
And both carnes I'm talking about.
What do you mean both carnes?
Human and meat.
Huh?
What
They
do you
are
mean?
so handsome!
You think Monterrey people are better looking than Guadalajara people?
No, but like the people I saw, they were like the women and the guys, they were like pretty handsome. Like both of them. I saw like a girl, like few of the girls. I was like, oh my god, baby, look, they're so cute. They were like really good looking, the girls and the guys. Like,
did we experience like a proper sample size to make that call? Someone from Monterrey DM'd me and asked what I thought of Monterrey, and I was like, oh, it's friggin' gorgeous here. But then they were like, yeah, that's because you're in San Pedro. Take that for what it's worth, I guess. But the way the mountains were like right next to the city, that felt so weird. Because like here in Vancouver, we can see the mountains like everywhere we go, but in Monterrey, the mountains were actually like
we were
right next to you. We were on the mountain, right?
Remember in Santiago? Like literally the mountain was like here.
Yeah, well even in a hotel, it seems like you can just go there.
I know, that was pretty shocked. I remember, what was the name of the bigger mountain? Well, not bigger, but like one of like more representative from Monterrey. I told you.
Oh, you told me? I think Lucia called it the M, because it has that M, right?
No, it's the horse.
Oh.
I told you that. What is the name?
Caballo.
Pero what? Like la silla. Because
Oh.
it's kind of like a silla.
And I noticed a lot of people speak English there. Like,
Yeah.
almost everyone I encountered spoke English. Because it was not just at the festival and the hotel, but, like, even our Uber driver
Yeah.
or, like, the food delivery guy or when we went to some random cafe, like, everyone spoke English. But I guess when I go into the cafe and they see me looking the way I do and they're just like, hey, what can I get you? 1 iced coffee, please. Por favor. Okay, now the festival. So, what do you think of the festival compared to, like, when we were young or Warped Tour or, like, the Canadian American festivals?
Well, first of all, it's like huge.
Oh, yeah, that park is so friggin' big.
Like huge. Well, it's completely different from, what is the name? The Vegas one?
When we were young.
Yeah, because, like, they're so close. So, even if you are kind of, like, between the stage, you can hear both. Like,
Yeah, the sound bleeds from
yeah,
stage
so that's sometimes kind of
to
like
stage.
annoying, but you are like, it's fine, I can hear it from here, so I don't have to be like all the way there. But here in Monterrey, it was like, if you want to see someone, you have to wait all the way.
Yeah.
And only because we only stay at the 2 Tecates stage.
Well, we went to, like, the other ones as well, but not that much. There's good and bad to the stages being so far apart, because you don't get the sound bleed, but it's just such a far walk if you want to, like, catch an artist right after. But I think they need the stages to be that far apart, because there were, like, I think 100,000 people there per day.
That's a lot. Plus all the food trucks. Oh my god, that was huge, the food trucks.
The food and drinks, I think, are way better at Pal Norte
Definitely.
than the...
Oh, I get the chicken. The pollo loco.
But I will say that the crowd at Pal Norte, the people I found they were way warmer and, like, more polite. If you think of when we were young or Warped Tour or, like, any of the Canadian or American festivals, you get a lot of people, like, pushing through the crowds, right? And, like, I'm not offended by it. That's just the nature of concerts.
I am.
But I noticed that the people at Pal Norte, they were just so gentle and polite. Like, they'll tap you on the shoulder and they'll be like, oh, sorry, my group is just over there. Can I get by?
Oh yeah, that's true.
How can you not appreciate that? Whenever we're at the other festivals, people are just like, and just, like, trying to push through everyone with their giant backpacks.
Oh my god, yes.
And something that pleasantly surprised me is how good the sound was there. Because from my experience, at least, like, at the Vegas concerts or whatever, like, most festival sound, it's pretty hit or miss. Like, at some of the Warped Tour stages and stuff, like, let's be honest, the stages sound like shit. All you hear are the drums, and the instruments are pushed so far out, and the vocals are, like, so thin and buried that you can barely even hear the singer.
I know.
But at Pal Norte, all the stages sounded incredible, like, even the small stages. So to all the Pal Norte sound techs, good job! But something I do want to mention, and I'm not just saying this, but the warning sound is always spot on. Like, every time we've seen them in different venues, like, the warning sound is always so good. Like, I didn't say it at the time, but remember when we saw them in Vancouver? I thought that their sound level sounded better than Evanescence, who was the headliner that day.
Yeah.
You know I love it. I love it when you feed me until you back for more.
But I think that has to be their sound guy. Like, I don't know what type of magic he's working, but...
No, but it's good.
The warning, hold on to him. Or her. Which set did you like the most? I think that one's obvious, right? So she mainly went for Simple Plan, and I mainly went for the warning. But that was cool that Simple Plan, like, switched up their set list and stuff, because I find that every time we see them, they play the exact same set list, right? But this time they switched it up.
They add like 3 songs, like Nothing Changed. They love it. the Avril Lavigne.
Oh, they played like the Avril Lavigne cover, and I think they covered The Killers.
Yeah,
and-
that's the only 3 things, no?
Yeah. Oh, and Summer Paradise. They never play that
Oh yeah,
live.
I really like that one, Summer Paradise.
And it was cool at the end when they brought out the singer from Allison.
Mm-hmm.
But remember how many people were at Simple Plan?
That was.
Like the crowd went all the way back to the path.
That's the thing. That's why I didn't know why they are knowing the principles.
Like in the main stage.
Yeah.
At first I thought that was the main stage, but Lucia said the Tecate Light stage is the main stage.
Yeah, because like more popular Tecate Light than
Yeah.
Tecate Original.
I would have thought Tecate Original means original, but apparently Tecate Light is the main beer there. What was your favorite song that Simple Plan played?
I really like Nothing Changed. Perfect always makes me cry. And for you, which one is your favorite from Simple from Simple Plan?
My favorite song that they did, I think it was the 2 that they added, Nothing Changes and Summer Paradise, because they never play those songs live. And then the Warning set was so friggin' good. I felt it.
Yeah, I know you did.
I felt it right here with like the pyro and everything. That
Oh,
was
that was
so
cool.
badass with
Okay,
all
that
the
was
fire
cool.
that was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
sweeping back and forth.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I saw someone's like on Instagram, I don't remember, the way they were like taking the photo, that was like the fire was kind of like sideways.
Oh,
with the fire.
I think it was when Ale was holding up her base and the fire was like right above it, right? Was it
No,
that
because
one?
that was like a sideways.
Oh, it was one of the sideway ones?
That was like, of course, that was cutting her like some part of the body, but her face and everything was perfect. And I was like, oh, that was a really good shot, to be honest.
Yeah, the pyro was so cool. But a lot of people were actually mad because their set was so early, like in their own hometown. But I actually kind of liked it. Because, like, by the end of the day, like, you're kind of aching everywhere
Yeah,
and
you are
people are
just
getting tired. And there's a lot of people who just give up at, like, 6 p.m. and they're just laying down. So I actually thought it was kind of nice that they played a bit earlier.
Yeah.
Their set was so friggin' fun. They played Kerosene, which sounded
Oh, yeah,
incredible
yeah.
live, and some people in the crowd were doing the Kerosene dance at the end, and I thought that was funny. And they also played their new song, Ritual, and of course the big buzz was that they debuted like another new song that day, which I thought was cool because they did it at their hometown, their
Yeah, it
new
was
song,
nice.
Ego. I remember my jaw did drop during Ego just because I was surprised the song was in Spanish. Like, I just didn't expect that, but it made me happy. But both of their new songs did sound pretty new metal, like kind of System of a Down or Korn-ish. That's really all I remember for now until I do the videos. What was your favorite song from the Warning set?
Oh, the one that she screams.
Evolve?
Because I like to see her scream. That's...
Everyone likes to see Pau scream.
Oh, de Put Que Más Quieres.
Oh yeah, that was so cool
Okay, yeah,
that Paty
that one.
Cantu came out with them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Who?
Paty Cantu.
What Paty?
Say her name.
Paty.
I always like when artists bring out like guest
Another-
performers because it's always like a special little treat for everyone who came to see them live, and it's just always like a fun surprise.
So it's like something different. Okay, you? Which one was your favorite song?
All of them. Maybe more. Like when Danny came out and kicked that song off, the crowd went wild.
I know, that was crazy. Like, a lot of people, they were like, ah! And I was like, whoa, this is... I was like, wow.
Like, I actually like that they opened with more. Like, I never thought that would be a set opener, but when they did it live, I was like, wow, this really works as the first song. And Danny's voice.
Everybody knows which one is your favorite.
I felt it. Recently, it sounds like Danny's figured some stuff out with, like, her voice, and she's unlocking some new techniques because, like, I can tell by the way she attacks the notes, she's doing it in a new way that she wasn't doing before. Like, before, she used to slide up to the note a lot, which is, like, an age-old singer habit, but now she's just attacking the notes straight on, and she's evolving.
So which girl is your favorite? Everybody knows it.
Stop.
I know people were saying that to me, like, and you are just like by accident.
We just happened to be on the side that was closest to Danny. Like, I didn't choose where the sections were.
Yeah, I think Danny's pretty nice. Well, we haven't met her, what, like 3 times?
We met her like 2 or 3 times, yeah.
But she's like always really nice when we met her. Like really nice. She's always like have like this smile that make you feel like welcome, you know, that she's like she likes to do her job and she's happy to meet other people. I really like Pau for the hair color.
Oh yeah, were there any sets that surprised you? Like at the festival of certain artists? What?
Este güey. ¿Cómo se llama? Soldado del amor en esta guerra entre tú y yo.
Oh yeah,
Mijares.
that guy's. Yeah. That guy was so good. That song slaps. I don't care what anyone says. That was so good. So he was one of the surprise artists. Like every day they would have a couple artists that weren't on the official lineup. It would just say surprise and then they would reveal it like cool. On the spot there. But I think all the surprise artists were Mexican artists, right? I actually really enjoyed Paty Cantu. Like, even before she went on stage with The Warning. I didn't know anything about her. I didn't know her music, but I watched her set and I was like, she can sing and her songs are good. Like, she kind of reminds me of Michelle Branch. You remember who that is?
No.
'Cause you're everywhere to me.
'Cause you're everywhere to me. No me queda nada que quieres de mí.
You know who was really fun?
Who?
Molotov. They were so freaking fun. They're like a true punk band, still with that punk attitude. And that was so freaking funny when during Frijolero,
yeah, that
he
was
put
cool.
on the Trump hat and what's that song about? It's like making fun of Americans, making fun of Mexicans.
Yeah, because I call them like frijolero because, well, Americans call us frijoleros because we eat beans. Or because we are beaner. So.
He wants to go.
I know.
I told you wouldn't be comfy here. The artists that I enjoyed way more than I thought I would are Kygo and The Killers. Kygo because I just don't listen to EDM much. Like, I've been to some shows and I have some DJ friends, but it's just never really been our forte.
Yeah, no.
But Kygo's set was like so electric and everyone in the crowd was vibing and it was such a good time.
Yeah, that's true. Everyone was like just like in the mood, like in the perfect mood to.
Yeah, exactly like that.
1, 2, 3,
was talking to my EDM friends about Kygo, like, they all said that if you listen to Kygo on Spotify, it won't seem like anything special, but when he performs live, it's like a whole new experience, and I think I get it now.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
And then the Killers, and some people might be surprised by this, but I was never huge on the Killers. Like, I didn't dislike them, but I just never really had much of an opinion on them. Like, you know, they're good, and you hear their music at weddings and at the grocery store, and, you know, it's fine. Like, it's catchy, it's inoffensive. But the Killers live, like, the singer was so saucy live, and he was doing so many cool vocal things that he doesn't do on the studio versions. Like, I think if the studio versions sounded like how they sounded live, I think I would have liked them a lot more. Maybe that's why I never got into them in high school. Like, whenever the vocals are so packed with effects, it just doesn't hit the spot for me.
Yeah.
17 tracks and I've had it with this game.
That was probably the biggest shock to me at the festival. Like, the Killers were so good live, and now I feel like I want to revisit them and
I wish you would just
give them another chance.
We have to.
Actually, someone sent me a video of Pow and Rudy being like right behind us during the Killer set. Like, they were really close to us, but we didn't see them.
Well, it was like too dark.
Yeah, and there were literally like 100,000 people there.
Yeah, that's true.
What else? What else? Oh, and thank you to everyone who came to say hi to us. It was so much fun meeting you all. You made us feel very special, and this might just be an annual thing for us now, right?
Hopefully.
Like Pal Norte in the spring, and then when we were young in the fall.
That would be cool.
That sounds like a good annual plan, right? There's always something to look forward to.
But we are getting old.
Well, the festival's called When We Were Young, so that's what you have to think back to.
I can't even do it for my buttocks.
What happens if I...
No, now they're fine. Look. I don't care.
And last but definitely not least, a very special thank you to Lucia and Jorge.
Muchas gracias, Lucia. Muchas gracias, Jorge.
We were hanging out with them the entire weekend, and we had dinner, and they took us around town, and they took us to and from the festival.
Yeah. That was really nice.
Yeah. Lucia and Jorge, you guys are fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You guys are lifesavers. Like, we actually don't know what we would have done without you guys. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Gracias, gracias, gracias.
Huh?
Gracias, gracias, gracias.
Gracias, gracias, gracias.
Yes.
And also leaving the festival, like, I wish I got some footage. I completely forgot. But the streets were packed with people, and Jorge was like, yeah, there's thousands of people calling Ubers and maybe only a couple hundred Ubers. So
Yeah, that was crazy.
I didn't even think about that. My voice is getting...
He's so late.
I totally thought we were just gonna call an Uber and it would be fine, and I didn't know.
Me neither.
So thank you guys. Thanks again to everyone we met, and thank you all for watching, and...
See you in the next video!
See you in the next video!